Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on LCX, which is a regulated crypto exchange, and I'm really bullish on it as a project and as an investment. Hence the reason I just sent a buy alert out to all of my Patreons with the buy alert tiers. If you want to become a Patreon, you want to see my buy alerts, the link is in the description. So let's talk about this project. Let's talk about what they actually do and how high I believe it can go in the future. So if you head on over to their Twitter, you can see that they describe themselves as a regulated crypto exchange, which obviously is something that very few exchanges are. Not many exchanges are regulated. Some people say none of them are regulated or properly compliant to regulations, but LCX claim to be the regulated crypto exchange. Now, obviously, this is good. Some people might say regulations are bad. However, the fact that it's regulated, the fact that it's going to be more transparent, right, will prevent situations like what happened with FTT or FTX, for example. So what happened with FTX, I don't really need to explain, but you can see here, the charts don't lie, and it was an absolute disaster. And I don't even mean to laugh because it's actually quite sad when you think about a lot of people have lost a lot of money here. So obviously this whole situation's awful, it's all terrible, but we need to prevent future repetitions of things like this, okay? And with LCX, the fact that they're regulated, the fact that they're going to be more transparent with what they're actually holding their money in and where their money is going, with the fees and everything, like, where the money that people are buying cryptos is actually going to, this is much more transparent, it's much more better. So therefore, I think LCX as a project is going to do very well. The exchange looks good as well. There's so many different pairs on here, and you can actually use the LCX pair for a lot of different cryptos. So you can actually swap your LCX into your quants, your DAGs, any coin basically, which I really, really like. So this is a great project from my perspective. And in my opinion, it's going to have massive potential to the upside. Some people are saying that this is a great play if you want more of a regulated project, kind of like an ISO 222 compliant project, but you want an exchange version of that. Maybe this is that, right? I talked about ISO 222 compliant projects already. They're for like payment projects. But LCX, in terms of an exchange, could be one that faces a lot of institutional investment and a lot of regulatory approval, obviously, which it already has. So all these factors lead me into thinking that this is a really good buy. It's a really good project. And even though, yes, it's possible that it could dip even further, I'm willing to take the risk and buy some right now at this price currently. Okay, I think in 1 to 2 years, looking back, I think I'll be glad that I bought some at this point. And of course, if it dips lower, I'm only going to be accumulating more. I'm wise enough to have a set bag which I can then deploy into LCX if it dips even lower. In terms of the tokenomics, these are good as well. Most of the supply is in circulation. This is always good to see. We know that some projects dilution can be a big threat. With LCX, that is simply not the case. Now, one thing that I want to compare it to is Crocoin or Kronos, okay? And we want to see how high Crocoin has actually gone in market cap, and it's incredible. This went all the way up to over 22 billion in market cap, okay? 22 billion. That was in the last bull run, okay? It's very possible that in the next bull run, Crocoin will go and do better than that. But let's just compare Crocoin to LCX. Let's say that because regulations are more and more important, they're increasing in significance. Let's say in the next bull run, LCX just does the same as what Crocoin did in the last bull run, right? This isn't crazy to say. Let's just say it does that, right? More people adopt the exchange, more people use it, and there's more institutional backing behind it due to the fact that it's well regulated. How much extra money in terms of the market cap would that be? So if it was 20 billion in market cap, I mean, this number's crazy in itself, right? But if it was 20 billion in market cap, how much X would you make from today's current market cap? Let's work it out. You'd be talking around 772X Let that sink in. That's almost 1,000x your money, 772x. You put in $1 and you take out $772. That's incredible gains. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just comparing it to another project, which is an exchange, which also did well. Now, even if it did half of that, you're talking around 300 to 350, 300 to 400x, right? Even if it did half of what KroKoin did all the way back in 2021. Okay, I'm not talking about the next bull run, what KroKoin could do. I'm talking about the last one. And of course, if you're a believer that markets, when the next bull run hits, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, then obviously you would assume that KroKoin is going to get bigger and LCX is going to get bigger, because ultimately each bull run sets all-time highs. So even if it doesn't even go that far, okay, even if it disappoints everyone and it just surpasses its all-time high by slightly what it's hit before, you're still talking 10x, okay? Even if it just goes slightly past its all-time high market cap. Now, there obviously is a bit of a disparity between the market cap and the price, but we're not going to get into that. It's over 10x to all-time high. I just need to say that for sure. I think this is going to easily 50x in the next bull run, potentially even higher. And what would that do if it was to do a 50x from the current market cap? It's quite easy to work out. 25 times 50, you're talking 1.25 billion in market cap. It would still be tiny. Now, I don't want to go back to FTT, but let's just see how high this one went. 10 billion, okay? So, very doable. It'd be a tenth of what FTT went to. Now, I don't like to bring this up because I know it's a terrible coin. Avoid it at all costs, in my opinion. But, yeah. So, guys, that's all I have to say for LCX. I think it's a great project. It's got a lot of long-term potential, and I like the fact that it's well-regulated. Some people will say this is a bad thing, but for me, it's certainly a good thing when it comes to as an investment. Furthermore, if you want to get these low-cap gems, if you want to get these mid-caps, arguably LCX is in the mid-cap range. Some people say it's a low-cap. If you want to get these buy alerts, if you want to see my portfolio, I highly recommend hitting that link in the description and joining my Patreon. If you join the VIP Plus tier, you will gain access to all my buy alerts, all my sell alerts, my consideration alerts, and you'll get access to the VIP Telegram group. This is where the geniuses hang out. This is where the intelligent individuals of crypto discuss their future plans, their future investments, and their charts. Guys, I really appreciate everyone watching. Have a really good rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Goodbye.